On Wednesday, Ukraine used for the first time the long-range Storm Shadow missiles supplied by Britain, and this comes one day after it used the American ATACMS missiles after receiving a green light from U.S. President Joe Biden. There have been strong indications that the United States and the United Kingdom are preparing to lift restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range missiles against targets inside Russia. Ukraine already has a supply of Storm Shadow missiles, but their launch was limited to targets and positions of Russian troops inside the Ukrainian border. In the following lines, we are trying to get acquainted with the Storm Shadow missiles and the difference that their use can make in the war in Ukraine if Kiev bombards them deep into Russian territory. Storm Shadow is a long-range missile of British-French production with a maximum range of about 250 kilometers, 155 miles. The French call it sklab. Britain and France have already supplied Ukraine with these missiles, stressing that they should be fired only at targets within the borders of Ukrainian territory. And this type of missile is launched from airplanes, flying at a speed close to the speed of sound before it falls on the target and its high-explosive warhead explodes. The Storm Shadow missile is considered an ideal weapon for penetrating hard bunkers and ammunition stores. The cost of one missile is $767,000, so it is launched under a carefully planned wave that begins with much cheaper drones, which are first sent to confuse and exhaust the enemy's air defenses before launching the missile, just as Russia is doing with Ukraine. These missiles hit the headquarters of the Russian Navy in the Black Sea in Sevastopol and made the entire Crimean Peninsula unsafe for the Russian Navy. Military analyst and former British Army officer Justin Crump says that Storm Shadow was a very effective weapon for Ukraine, accurately hitting well-protected targets in the Ukrainian territory occupied by Russia. It is not surprising that Kiev is pushing for their use inside Russia, especially targeting airfields used for glide bomb attacks that have recently hampered the efforts of the Ukrainian front lines, he adds.